So this is the Donya, and they kept the rebellion slaves, and those are aggressive ones. They don't want to be slaves. This is why they are kept in the underground here. So the camphor slaves are kept at the warehouse. That is the slave market down there, but the slave market has been falling down. Now this is the only one left here. So we'll go inside. We have seats there. You're going to sit down. Then I'm going to brief you. Like here, like I told you, this is Doinam. This is the underground Doinam. They normally kept here the rebellion slaves. Those are very, very aggressive and they don't want to be slaves. This is why they are kept in the underground here. So this is upstairs and this is downstairs. So there was a floor here, concrete floor. This was sealed. Even you shout here, nobody can hear you upstairs. And it's very, very low. Those days, our ancestors are very more taller and more energetic and very strong. So then they kept them in the underground here to weaken them, their power and their strength. That is why they are kept in the underground here for 14 days. That is about 2 weeks inside the underground here. Men and women, children of 9 years, 12 years, all of them will be here like sardine. And about 50 people will be here, and here also 50 people. But inside, they have a solitary confinement. These are cells, small cells. These cells is where they kept them, and there are metal bars across inside the wall in these small cells. This is they tied them there, and most of them died there because of no food, no air, no ventilation. When this was sealed, these small holes there, you see this hole, this is where they throw their food, and the ventilation come from there, the lights. Here was dark, completely dark. Before, when the guests come, I have to come first and light the candles. Otherwise, me and you, we cannot see each other here, even this time, daytime. It was very dark completely, so this was sealed. But because why we removed the floor, the students are coming here for excursion. They come with large numbers. Some of them, I separate them, they will climb up and they write their name. These are students writing. So, but the building, that's why we take the floor down. So this is where they drink also. This is a tunnel. There was a stream pipe connected to the river Gambia. So when the river is high, it normally has the water here. When it's low, it doesn't have the water. So the slaves only have to drink when the river is high tide. Sometimes the river will be floating here. All here will be floating of water. The water will come to their knees, to their waist, sometimes to their neck. They be inside the water here. PPA, urinate, toilet, all here. They defecate, everything they do it here because this cement was not here. It was muddy. We even put this cement here now. Before it was coming, like the water. So they dig here below the river level. So because not only this tunnel here, but the water comes under also. So that's why we put this one, but you cannot break it down. So because it's still coming, that's why you can see the cracks here. So they will be inside the water. They defecate, they urinate. All of their hands will be shackled. These are original one from Bolton, England. You can see the writing here. So you see this from England, and here also you can see here. See. So this is all they put them in. There are a lot of these circles here, but here was not been fenced. So children come here, they steal most of these circles here and chain here. So they tie them their legs, and their legs, each hands too will be chained. They bow down here and drink like animal. This one for the small children, 9 years, 12 years. All of them will be chained here like sardine. They are all circles. They are all chained inside the underground here for 2 weeks. They wait for the yes. 50 here, 50 down there, for each room about 150 or 100 or 80, I don't know. Sometimes, more than that. The more they have slaves, the more they pack them here like sardine. So they kept them here to weaken their power and their strength so that they can be able to take them to the slave market for ship to transport them. So when they are here, before taking them to the slave market, they remove this chain from their legs and they take them upstairs. The white people will be upstairs with some black people who were assisting them. Those are the slave guards. So they help them to come inside here. Every morning they look at here. When they find dead bodies here, they pick them up, throw them at the river for the fishes and crocodiles. Those are weaker ones. They give them beans. Then they give them beans like, they have that, for, they look at the weight before they take them. If you have 90 kilo, 100 kilo for the men, they take you to the ship. For the ladies, you teach and your breast, the more younger you have, the more healthier they is to take for the ladies. So if they are taking them to the slave market, there is a tree there, just about 50 meters away from here. Around your post office there. That opposite there is a freedom tree. This is called rubber tree. But the tree which was there has fallen down. Now they put another one as a monument. So they said if you can run to the tree, you poke this tree or you touch it, they brandy you. They put this iron brass inside the fire. When it's very, very hot, they stamp it on your body like a tattoo, like they used to do the cows. But this is not easy for you to reach to the tree because they have the guns and dogs. This is like a game for them. Maybe if you are running to the tree, the dogs can bite you or they can shoot you with the gun. Maybe one or none of them will escape with that tree. But it's like a game for the white people. They are upstairs drinking alcohol, laughing at them. When they are running to the tree to touch the tree, they can shoot them with the guns or dogs bite them. So it's like a sort of a game, but it's not easy. But if you reach there, then you are going to work with the white people now, which means that your punishment would be easy, but you will not be inside the underground here now. But you will not be completely free, but you're going to work with them to go and catch other black people for them, bring them here, or you take them out from the underground here to the slave market. So black to black, they can be able to maintain each other. That is how they do it. So this is 16th and 17th centuries and stop at 1807. The last abolition 1823 when they lastly abolished it. Because when they stopped it at 1807, there were some people coming to take the slave. That's why it goes up to 1823. That was the last abolition of it. By the Portuguese, this house is built by the Portuguese people. After the Portuguese, you have the French. After the French, then you have the English people. The English stopped it at 1807. The last abolition 1823. But the Netherlands also they come, the Hollanders. But they didn't stay long. But the Arabs are the first people who first started the slavery. The Arabs, these are the Berbers, they come through Sahara Desert. But when they were coming before, the Europeans were not coming to take the slaves here. Before they go to India to catch the Indian people, to these Red Indians. So the Red Indians were not very much strong. Some of them get sick and some of them get died. So there was a Spanish man called Bishop Las Casas. This man went to the European and tell them that before you buy the slave from the Arab people or you go to India, it's better you come to West Africa here because the West African people are very strong. That's how the Portuguese come, the French, English, Netherlands, all of them they come. That is the transatlantic slave trade. So when they came, they also met us, our own people here were making some kind of slavery. But our people, how they do the slavery, not like this way here, to put them in the underground here, to torture them, to beat them up. It's still now happening in some other families like the Sarakulis, some of the Mandingos. We have it like Jankunda, like Foreakunda. Like for example, you have a naming ceremony. You can call your uncle's children to come and work for you and do some domestic job. While doing that, you can give them clothing, some food, and some money. That's what our people do before. Before, our people were not using money also. They were doing some kind of barter system. Like you have rice, I have granite, I give you rice, give me granite, or you have a cup of rice, you take it to the shop, they give you canned beef or sardine. Also, they use these cowrie cells, the cells at the beach. People use it as a good luck juju. This is what they use as money. They said if you have this cowrie cell 450 or 500, they can let you to free one slave. But for you to have that, it's not easy. This is from the sea. That's what they tax them, they fool them, and they divide and pull them, they mix them together. Because of tribalism, they take our raw materials here like gold, diamond, metal, bronze. This is all they take it from them here and they take it to Europe. They manufacture it, they brought it back again, make it like a mirror, spoons, knife, glasses, gunpowder, sugar, salt. So when they show it to the kings will make on their traditional dressing. When they look at themselves with the mirrors, they became proud of that. In such a case, they give them a lot of mirrors and spoons, knife, glasses, gunpowder, knife, and alcohol. That's how they get most of this slave through barter system. They get them here. But these are companies, because the government will not come, but they have these businessmen, these are companies. They come and take the slaves here. They transport them to Europe. That's how they go to there to work and sell them to this business, these coffee plantation people like, these big companies like sugar plantation. They give them these slaves and they give them money. But here they don't buy this. They don't buy the slave with money. They just exchange through barter system. They get them. But some of them, they catch them in the bush because those days they don't take our young children to school. Before they take them to bush school to train them to be having respect to be big heroes. So before coming out of that circumcision, they will tell them to go and hunt an animal like a bird or a wild animal. You will catch this animal. You will not kill it. You will not wound it wisely. So if you are catching this animal, the white people knows that there are circumcised children in the bush. So they will also go there with their traps, with net, with dogs. That is how they catch people like Kunta Kinte. But I'm not people like Kunta Kinte were catch like that with this net and they bring them here because here is an island. It's surrounded by water. Our people before they can swim. Even now, we have about 3 prisons in the Gambia here, Mile 2 just on here. But this prison is more dangerous because you do it hard labor. That's why there is a slave house here also. So this island here is called Fort George. Why they call here Fort George? After the abolition of the slavery, here was a military base. That's why they call here Fort George. From Fort George here, The ship will take them to James Island, that is in the Gambia, from James Island to Gore to other African countries, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ghana. And then they take in West Africa here, Europe and America. Most of them to South America, Baltimore and Caribbean, like a triangular slave trade. West Africa here, Europe and America. So most of them die on the way when the ship is taking them. According to history, they said about 10 to 15 million slaves from only West Africa here to Europe and America, estimately. Some say it's even more than that, 20 million or 30 million. Because some slaves die here, some slaves die on the way when they throw them in the river for the sharks, crocodiles. So those who die on the way when they don't count them, they said 10 to 15 million, but some is even more than that. So that's how William Wilberforce, Captain Grant, Thomas Carson, Grant, William Sapp, they came. They are missionaries people. The missionaries came, they want to stop the slavery. Also, they want to bring the Christianity. Also, when they came, they also built the church here. And this is the oldest church in the Sub-Saharan here in West Africa, built in 1823. This church is still here. This Methodist church is the first oldest church in the mission church. The one in Alberta, that one is the first Catholic church. This one here is the first Methodist church by the missionaries. When they built the church in 1823, they said education is better than silver and gold. So now when they say that now, they built the school here, they built another school in Banjul. So these are the two schools which are here in the Gambia here before, the first two schools. When they built the schools, they were taking the main people, the king's sons, to educate them so that when they learn, they can talk to their fathers. Their fathers would not exchange our people by money. That's what they do. So the school is the oldest one, like 1927, they built the school, American school. Before there are hot houses there, they were taking only the king's sons to that school. So selected by the people, but still now people are going there, almost 500 students are in the school. So like that, this is how they do it. They free some of the slaves from America, Europe, brought them back to Africa here. Some of them are here. The migrants who came, they came. Some of them Liberia, Sierra Leone. That's why they call Sierra Leone their capital, Freetown. Liberia, Liberté in French, free. Some slaves came here. Those are the Creoles and the Akos. They speak pidgin English. Like Jamaican in Jamaica, they said, "Where are you going to?" They said, "Usai they go." How I do this? Because they are lost of their tribal language. So when they came, they saw the wooden house in Europe. Now they came here. They built up these wooden houses. We have a lot of those wooden houses. When the Tubabs went, the white people, the Akos were the first settlers here. That's why many compounds here, they are in the Akos compounds here. In Banjul also the same. Understand? Here in Banjul, we go to there, you have a lot of wooden houses. Yeah. They built it because it's warm and very hot. When they came, they decided to build up this wooden house so that they can live in this one. So it's still going on, like Janjang and Bure, the founders of here before. After, because there was an empty land here. They used to come from Yan, that is the North Bank. They come here, do the farming. They were doing palm wine tapping. There are a lot of palm trees here. When they realized that the farming system here was very good to them, so they realized they can settle in here. That's how they came here. The Janjang and Bure were twin brothers. Also doing the business. They said, let us scatter and separate it. So Janjang went this and Bure went this and. When they say that now, to say that in Mandinka, Janjang to Bure. So that's how they named this town after those local people named Janjang Bure. This is how this name came. So Georgetown, King George was the first governor. From England to Sierra Leone to here as the first governor here. Sir Charles Mackay is the first administrator here. So from, these are white people. So they named this town also from those people's name, Georgetown and also Makati and This is very confusing when somebody asks why is Georgetown is here, why is Makati is here, and why is Janjang Bure is here. This is the only place which is having the three names to this island here. So that's why we call, so this is how this name came. So it's a long history. And if I want to explain, we'll be here to pass. Yeah, it comes, but it comes by bubble, but it's stuck, sometimes it dry. But during the rains in August, it's here, you cannot come here. It's always float up to there. Even now, the floating comes, then you'll be inside the water. Then this, in the floating time, I take out all these things upstairs. When some people just come, I take them on to explain. So, but because we remove the floor, students come, they climb up and the building is old, that's why we remove the floor down. And we want to make it back again to make it more exciting because the building, when you put it there, that's the time you feel it more. So after that, we go into there, then when we finish here, then after we can go there. Now, 2 people here and 2 people here, 4 people in this room or 2 people in this room here. This is a solitary confinement room.
Come on.
just like to kill them here because you cannot have food, no ventilation. Only these small holes they are giving food and air. But this is still, so this just like to kill them here, just like a dead house. Then because they tied them in this metal bars. And this is another two, and this door will be closed here too. So like to kill them slowly, slowly. They die here. Every morning, like I told you, they come here, they find dead bodies, they throw them at the river for the fishes and the crocodiles. That's how they do. You understand?
Yeah.
So here 50-50, then 4 each room there, and then if you want to revolt to them, this is what they put them with their necks like that, they put them with this for their neck, and they tie them. So if you want to get started what this will point you, this is very sharp. It comes to your neck, it will point you here. So then they will tie you to your legs. So you're gonna get stand straight forward. If you want to stand, this will drag you down because this just to weaken you. But they have something like a wooden also, they carve it. They will put your head inside and your hands also will be inside. And they will be beating you. When they are sticking your neck, it's cutting it small. And they will beat you here also. This is very still. It's a pillar to support the floor. Like I tell you, it's very dark here. But this is the only place where they get the light, ventilation, food come from there. And they scramble. Survival. This is for the men and that's for the women here. Just men and women, all of them, just like sardine. Wow. So it's very unhuman, yeah? This is very unhuman, but it's still going on. When you go to Libya, our children going to this bad way, still selling their own people our own people sell their own Gambian to the Libyan people. They make them as slaves. And about 20-something years I'm here, from my experience, I see a lot of young girls, a lot of young boys, they want to marry with these old grandmothers of Tuba, grandfathers of Tuba. They come with them here, call them baby. When they are coming, even their tears bringing, these things, so they are coming there. They have to hold them. When they come, even me, I want to marry those people, they will not allow it because they said, you are very, but they can go because the mentality is that the white people get the money. So they give them some token, like, some cars and some buildings, like, some token of money. And then they think, they get old. So, but there are some black people who are very older. They don't go to those people to marry them. But because these are white people, these people have money. So let's go and follow them. So that's why I advise students here, let them make the best use of their education. Education is not like to go to school and learn and have money. But to make the best use of your education, let nobody fool you. That's what I'm here for. This is only thing what I'm doing here. Not for any money, but if I want, I can do other
so
places.
This your survival. This how you work.
These doors here, these are taller. You see, these doors we just put it down because this is adjusted. You see, these are tall people. See the doors.
Wow.
See the doors. So they are taller people, So they are not like me and you. They are taller, more energetic. So they are weak in them. No, not actually. The government, no. The UNESCO, no. So because of the help of the guests, when they come here, that's what we keep. When they come, Ahmad Bhai come here, just talk. These books are the guests who were coming here. They give something and put it here for keeping up here. Here was not fenced. All this has been said by the many people, like even me, I've been here since 1996. A lot of people are saying that they want to help me. I will tell this thing to this thing. I'm in the YouTube, I take everything everywhere, even this place CNN. Sometimes some people say they say me in the TV. They take me out, explaining the things like you taking me here. So in the media, all of the places. Go to Gore also the same. Go to here. James Island, Juvre, also the same. They said, it's not been maintained. So until the slave market is fall down, you see the market has fall down.
Exactly.
This is the only one left here. I'm even maintaining it. Hassan Koto, the director of games here, Hassan.
Yeah.
I have this number. Even he normally talk with me. He said, "Let me just maintain it. They will help me." That's what they said.